Chains by Boss. Chains by Boss is now the official sponsor of the Cowboy Up podcast. If you need your custom cowboy chains, you go to Chains by Boss. You can find them on any of your social media. You can find them on TikTok, Chains by Boss on TikTok. You can find them also on Instagram, Chains by Boss, and you can also find them on Facebook. Chains by Boss will deliver the hottest new cowboy chains for you, and we recognize them as our official Cowboy podcast sponsor. Thanks. And always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace. The Cowboy Up podcast would love to welcome Voscaro's Gang as our official sponsor of the Cowboy Up podcast. Voscaro's Game has all your custom stickers, your custom towels, your custom tumblers, anything you need to represent your team, such as those Dallas Cowboys or even those hated San Francisco 49ers. Voscaro's Gangs have you. You can find them on all social media, especially Instagram and TikTok. The Cowboy Up podcast welcomes Voscaro's Gang as our official sponsor of the show. As always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace. The Cowboy Up podcast welcomes Dominion Custom Clothing. Cowboy fans, if you need your custom suits, your custom sportswear, Dominion Custom Clothing is the company for you. Dominion Custom Clothing also offers a free mobile service to your home, to your business for suit fittings and fabric showing. Dominion Custom Clothing has been a clothier in the Dallas-Fort Worth area for the last 20 years. So if you need that suit for the night out on the town or the tuxedo for the prom or special occasions, Dominion Custom Clothing is the company you have been looking for. And as always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace. From Stop 6, Texas, it's the big fella. It's Dallas Cowboy Chris. And from the 915, Cholo Town, El Paso, it's our man, 21, Armando, 21. And from the hill country of Texas, Austin, it's our man, Retrofit Sports, Hook 'em, it's Rue. And from Tucson, Arizona, the player personnel director of the Cowboy Up podcast is Kuiper AZ. And from the great state of Arizona, he's Mikey 520. What's up? What's up? What's up? Say, man, y'all know what the day is. The day is Tuesday. What happens on Tuesday? It's the Cowboy Up podcast. Man, let me introduce the crew to you. Cowboy Corner's killing me today. Let me introduce the crew to you. To my right, to my left, to my left, to my right is my homeboy from the hill country, the capital city of Texas, man. It's Austin, man. It's my man, Retrofit Sports. Hook 'em. It's Rue. What's up, baby?
I mean, a lot has gone down since you've seen me. A lot has gone down since you've seen me. It was a crazy ass weekend, man. It was a wild ass weekend. But I mean, we're here. We made it.
into it. And with his hard hat on, ready to put in some work. it's the unofficial fifth member of the Cowboy Up podcast. It's our man Mike Cowboy Corner. What's up, baby?
What's going on, you guys? Thanks for having me. Thanks for sharing the link. Big fella, ask me why I got the hard hat on, big fella.
Mike, why do you have the hard hat on?
The culture in Dallas is under construction. Bam!
The culture in Dallas is under construction. I do like that. Hey, Dalton, I see you in the background, bro. You'll be up soon, okay? Give me like 10, okay? All right. So, look, man. Big fella is always moving around on weekends. This past weekend, the big fella actually didn't do a damn thing. I don't even think I walked outside. I don't even think I walked outside this weekend, man. How was y'all weekend? Rue, how was your weekend, brother?
Man, my weekend was busy. My weekend was busy as shit, man. I mean, first and foremost, my Stars obviously blew it earlier in the week. It is what it is, right? We're gone. You get to see the Panthers and the Oilers in the final. But I was at baseball all weekend for the tournament. They had it right here in Austin. Longhorns are in their backyard for the tournament to get into the Super Regional. You've got UTSA, Houston Christian, and Kansas State, which was beautiful because my cousin went to Kansas State. So I'm at these games and I get to witness UTSA advance for the first time ever in their history. And I'm telling you right now, I think they're going to Omaha. Them dudes could hit, man. It was a rough ass weekend, but at least my Lady Longhorns get to go into the final, take down them Red Raiders, and they'll bring a chip home to Austin. So at least I get to see that in Oklahoma City. At least there's my Lady Longhorns.
At least the Lady Longhorns. All right, Cowboy Corner, man. How was your weekend, man?
The weekend was fantastic. I didn't do nothing. Didn't do a dang thing. I take that back. Sunday, me and my wife celebrated 12 years of marriage.
Oh, all right.
Year anniversary on Sunday. We hung out, went to the city pool, went to the lazy river and hung out. And basically, just Cadillac and took her out to Chinese. She wanted some Chinese for Valentine's. And then I made some carne con papas because she wanted some of that too. So we ate and celebrated 12 years.
Well, carne papas. I hope I pronounced it correctly.
You did good enough. You did good enough.
That was my heavy stop 6 accent.
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't learned how to roll it yet. It's bad. Been living in Texas and now living in California. I should be used to getting a good Hispanic accent, and I have none. I have none. I rely on y'all for that, man. Look,
there you go.
Hey, I got a special guest coming on the show, and let me tell you,
Corner,
why.
you're gonna love him, Corner.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you why I gotta bring him, because when I saw his TikTok today, I was like, Dalton, breathe, baby, breathe. Because if y'all don't know, Saquon Barkley has made the Madden cover, and everybody knows what happened when you make the Madden cover. Let's welcome my man from the 302 Birds, the leader of the 302 Birds. He is the Paul McCarthy of the 302 Birds.
Oh, thank you.
Dalton, what's up, baby?
Hey, man, thank you for having me. And I want to be clear, greatness doesn't happen alone. There's a lot of great people around there, but I appreciate that introduction. And real quick, before we start, I am an Eagles fan that has manners. Cowboys Corner, congratulations to you, man, on your anniversary. I heard that backstage. That's dope, man. 12 years. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yep.
So Dalton, why were you so upset today?
Man, I'll get right into it. So if you guys know me, you know I'm not afraid to hold back. And at first, look, I want to be crystal clear about something. My favorite video game is Madden. I have like 10 games for my PlayStation. It's Madden 16 through this year's Madden. Like I play one game. I don't really have a life outside of work. And when I do, it's Madden. So you would think I'd be pretty excited about this. No, everybody that's an NFL fan understands the Madden curse is a real thing. And it's definitely a real thing in Philadelphia if it's real anywhere. Geno's is all decked out. I'm going to go check it out later this week. That looks awesome. Don't get me wrong. But the biggest thing is, I don't know if you guys saw it today, but Saquon Barkley made the announcement that he might want to be, I guess, like Barry Sanders and retire a little bit early. The day after Madden, we get that news.
He's not going to retire, man. He's not going to retire. You know he's not going to retire. He's just messing with you Philly fans, giving y'all a heart attack or not.
I hope.
Hey, but when I saw the video, man, I instantly just cracked up. I was like, Dalton is on fire today. You don't realize, okay, we all who watches this show know what we always say about the Eagles. Those punk ass, trick ass, bitch ass, hoe ass Eagles. We do have Eagle friends, and Dalton have Eagle friends, right? So I'm sure he says the same thing about the Cowboys on their show.
Yeah, you guys don't got to hold back and be nice and shit just because you don't know me. Don't worry, you can play it off. That's what makes the NFC East great, in my opinion.
Exactly. So, when I saw it, I was like, man, Dalton's going to hyperventilate, man.
Were you excited as a Cowboys fan? Were you like, fuck yeah, these guys will finally shut up. Like, this curse is finally over. The Eagles are going to be irrelevant again. Saquon Barkley, you can snap and kiss. Like, do you guys believe it's a thing?
Well, I don't believe in the curse. I just believe in NFC history right now. NFC East history. Ain't no repeat champions in the last, 20 years?
True. Very true.
So, hey, when y'all won the Super Bowl in 2017, did y'all repeat the next year? Did y'all win the East the next year? Nope.
Thanks for the reminder. No, we did not.
So, hey, I was like, you had your super team last year. You had your super team. You bought your Super Bowl. Congratulations on Howie bought his Super Bowl. At first, he was trying to buy Super Bowls. It didn't work. So this time he bought a Super Bowl and it worked. So, hey, man, this is going to be a good season. I'm just happy.
Can I ask you something real quick, too, before you move on from that? Because when KJ came on here, you guys were talking about that. I was cracking up. You guys all say bought our Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you guys say bought our Super Bowl? I'm just curious.
Didn't you pay a lot of money for the best running back in the league?
We did, but isn't that the purpose of a GM in the NFL?
Yeah, that he spent money. He bought him.
And aren't you guys a more wealthy team than us?
Yeah, but all of a sudden our owner don't want to spend money.
Okay, that's where you got it. Right.
So I mean, and think about it like this: your wide receiver, you gave him a lot of money, didn't you? You gave Jalen Hurts a lot of money, didn't you?
Yes, we did.
Don't you have the best offensive line in the league?
Paid all of them a lot of money.
A lot of money. So you bought them. You bought the Super Bowl. You got paid. Hey, I'm not hating. I wish my team buy a Super Bowl.
It's okay. I love that. Number one, I want the hate. It's fun, like I said. But number two, my favorite thing is I was listening to the show and everybody's like, bought your Super Bowl. And I'm like, bought your Super Bowl? That's the purpose of a GM. I'm watching it backstage and I was like, bought your Super Bowl? Like, I don't know. It cracks me up because that's the GM's job is to buy a Super Bowl and figure out how to buy a Super Bowl.
See, I am curious about something.
When I say it like that, it comes across a little different.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ru.
I am curious though,
Yes.
just because with the curse and all that, I'd be lying to you if I told you I know every single Madden cover. I know last year it was McCaffrey, which McCaffrey going through the injury last season. That was a weird thing, and I'm surprised nobody's looking more into how San Francisco announces their injuries, because we went from he's going to play week 1 to we didn't see him to the middle of the year, and then he popped that thing like a couple weeks later. So, who are the last few Madden covers, and is there actually a correlation lately? Because I don't know if there is or not. All I know is that McCaffrey was before this one because people have said it. I think you said it.
Yeah.
So who's before him?
All I know is AB's on one, bro, and that's all I need to know.
Come on, man. I don't think it's been a thing for a while. AB was on the cover in 18, 19. What was it? 18?
19, yeah, 19.
Yeah, come on, man. That was 6 years ago.
Scared the shit out of me.
Yeah,
And-
I don't believe in the curse either. I don't.
And honestly, you know what? From what Saquon's saying, you better hope and pray that he becomes a prophet and that what he says comes to fruition. Because that's the only way you're going to do it again. Because he has to be great for your team to work the way it worked. Because without him, I don't know if your quarterback's going to carry you there. He hasn't been able to in recent history.
Wrong there.
Yeah, you know, I want to talk about that with you, Dalton, because I know you a true diehard Eagle fan, and I remember 2 years ago you made a video about your quarterback, okay? And you said, "Is he the real deal or not? Should we keep him or should we not keep him?" Tell me your thoughts now, because our thoughts as Cowboy fans, we're just like, he got a super team. He's supposed to win the Super Bowl. We consider him the ultimate bus driver.
My only beef is that you have a lot of people that say he's top 5, and I'm telling you right now, there isn't a top 5 quarterback in the league right now that would trade you straight up. Not one. Not a single top 5 team with a top 5 QB is going to go, "Oh yeah, I'll swap you Jalen Hurts 1 for 1 right now." Zero shot.
So how do you feel about him, Dalton?
I mean, it's a great question. And I'll say this. I agree with you guys on the talent and athleticism standpoint. Jalen Hurts is not there with the top 5 guys. Even struggles, I think, to be in the top 11. But that's the thing now that people also don't realize is we paid Jalen Hurts a lot of money, but that was 2 years ago. And the way the market goes and all that, I don't even think Jalen Hurts is in the top 10 paid QBs anymore, if I'm not mistaken. What I'll also say is I would like to keep Jalen Hurts because here's the thing. We did buy our Super Bowl, if you want to put it that way, but it's working right now. So they have a thing in Delco up here, and then they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So right. I'm under the mindset of, hey, if this guy works with A.J. Brown, they have great chemistry, they get along, keep him here until the wheels fall off. Now, once the wheels fall off, you better believe me and everybody else around here is going to be, calling for Jalen Hurts, saying, hey, get him out of here. But I think right now, what the guy's proven is he can win, which is what we want to see. Not a game manager. I mean, if you want to call him a game manager, even that, I think it's not a bad thing in this offense. Now, without A.J. Brown and Saquon Barkley, are we going to have the same success? I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, because most people, when you talk about Eagles, especially now since Jalen has won his Super Bowl and he's played well in both Super Bowls, people automatically shoot him up past. I even say Dak Prescott and others and everything like that. And I just, to me, I don't want to be that Cowboy fan just being a hater. I actually want it to be a fair and honest assessment of Jalen. Okay. And when I see it, I was just like, some games, it's like Jalen just disappear. Right. And I'm like, all he do is turn around and hand the ball off. Oh, and if it's 4th and inches, let me do a tush push. And that's what you think of Jalen, right?
Yeah. No, you're not wrong.
And then when people say he's a top 5 quarterback because he won a Super Bowl, hey, I can name you a bunch of quarterbacks that won the Super Bowl and won't be in the Hall of Fame or won't be, thought of their best quarterbacks in their franchise history either. So, I just wanted your thoughts on it. Now corner is there. He's so quiet. I want to hear his damn opinion because this is the fire in the show right here. Come on, corner. What do you think about Jalen Hurts? I want your honest opinion, Mike. Give me your honest opinion.
Honest opinion of Jalen Hurts.
Come on, Mike.
If it wasn't for Barkley, he wouldn't win a Super Bowl.
He's right.
Period. He's not a Super Bowl winning quarterback. He made the plays when he was supposed to make the plays. Don't discredit him. But you take away Saquon Barkley, that team crumbles at the end of the year like it did 2 years prior. Kellen Moore did not save that team. Eagle fans wanted Kellen Moore gone. So this wasn't Kellen Moore's credit. This wasn't Jalen Hurts' credit. This wasn't Sirianni. Well, Sirianni gets a little credit, right? This was Halsey Roseman, and this was Saquon Barkley. You take away Barkley, I don't know, because Jalen Hurts doesn't pass the ball well. Now he does when he needs to, when there's rhythm and when he gets things going, kind of like who? Dak Prescott, right? But right now, Jalen Hurts is better than Prescott all day long. It's rings over anything. Jalen Hurts has that. Dak Prescott has that. Dak Prescott.
Yeah, because and we can't deny it. I mean, when you want to argue about it, you can't deny it, because that's the first thing people are going to bring up is rings. They're going to bring up, what has he done? Has he won this? Has he won that? And the answer is no. It is. It ain't even a debate, because you can go back and watch the tape. We all the Cowboy fans with our Jordan face after these playoff games.
You know what? Though, no, I disagree.
Okay.
If you're asking me who is a better quarterback, who plays the position better, Dak Prescott plays the position better, peak for peak, than Jalen Hurts does. Jalen Hurts last year threw for 2,900 yards. You guys are talking about winning. Teams win football games. Teams win the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts did not win the Super Bowl by himself. And just because he won a Super Bowl, so like Dan Marino was a bum.
No.
Yeah.
Dan Marino was a bum.
Yeah.
Okay.
He wasn't.
See,
he was good, but he wasn't good enough. He was good, but he wasn't good enough.
But that's what I'm talking about. You can't. If you're actually telling me that if you changed up his situation or whatever it may have been, you can't tell me that quality for quality, playing the actual position, Dan Marino wasn't better than pretty much everybody he was playing against in that era. All I'm saying is winning matters, but it's not everything. And if we're actually going to boil it down to what the actual position is, who plays quarterback better? I'm in the backyard. I'm picking my team. Who am I picking first? It's not Jalen. And when a lot of different names come up when it comes to that position, in my opinion. And the quarterback winning the Super Bowl doesn't necessarily change my opinion of him just because things fell in his direction the way it needed to fall. It's not going to change my opinion of the fact that you don't really throw the ball that well. You rely on the run. You rely on scoring from 1 yard out. Like it's not the same. Is he Lamar Jackson? No. So, it's not like, who am I really comparing him to? He fell into a good situation. And he came up big in big games. His two best games probably are in the Super Bowl. Those are probably the two best games he ever played in, was those two games. So I'll give you that. And does he show up when it matters? Abso-fucking-lutely. He shows up when it matters. But I'm telling you right now, if the right tackle for the Los Angeles Rams does not touch earth, and Matthew Stafford scores with 1:30, is anybody scared of Jalen Hurts in that last 1:30 playing on the Rams? Absolutely freaking not. In the cold, in the snow, are they scared? No, they're not scared. They've been stopping him all day. That's the difference to me. That's what separates him from a top 5, top 10 guy to me.
Okay, corner. This
is where homerism sits in. All right, this is homerism energy. When you can't compare a 2-5 playoff record to a Super Bowl winning quarterback. Saquon Barkley was stopped in that Super Bowl, and Saquon made the plays. Dak Prescott, on the other hand, hasn't even sniffed the NFC Championship game. So if this is backyard football, and I got Jalen or Dak to pick from, I'm picking Jalen. Because I know Jalen has faced the adversity to be able to do this. Dak, what I see from Dak is if it's 2 minutes to go and we're in the playoffs, I guarantee he's throwing an interception.
So I got a question for you. Who's better, Eli or Peyton? Because
Hey,
Eli's Super Bowls shit on Peyton Manning's. Shit on him.
That's a good
So who's
question.
better?
I guess the camera went off.
I
Dalton,
really like him, I was going to say, because he's honest and he's legit. And I get where he's coming from, because here's the thing. You're not wrong, Retrofit. You're not wrong. Like what you said about winning isn't everything. I'm not going to dispute that, because trust me, man, for the first 18, 19 years of my life, it was misery when it came to January and December. But there were some really good moments in there that I still enjoyed during the regular season. But man, when I first got that Super Bowl in 2018, and I didn't do anything for it, but I was a fan and I was going to school in Philadelphia. I was lucky enough that my parents were able to send me to college in Philly. Thank you to my parents. That was an awesome experience, being, an Uber away from a cheesesteak. But that feeling of winning, and anyone that knows what it's like being able to, if you're there, if you're watching on TV, if you're in the city, just like that bond of everyone. And the fact that I got it once was enough. But then the fact that I got it twice, and now with my hopeful future wife one day, my girlfriend, because that was my hope. We never got to watch one together, and we got to watch one together this year. And it was the best day of my life. So you're not wrong. Winning isn't everything, but damn, it's damn near like 95% of the equation, man. Because when it feels good, it feels great. And I don't mean to be like that, but I hope, and I can't believe I'm saying this, I like you guys all as people. So I hope you have the same success as us one day when maybe I'm in the grave, if they can make you guys robotic so I don't have to watch it, and then you guys can have that joy. I'm kidding. But in all seriousness, it's a really good feeling, man.
If you're asking me though, who has the better career, it's Jalen.
But I'm
Who's
not
the better player right now. I mean, it's
how can you say that? Dak can't even
hanging out in my basement, man, looking at these.
put them rings away. Those are ugly.
and if we're talking about
rings. Those are ugly
and
ass
honestly,
rings.
Corner, you're not wrong. If we're talking about today, the last time I saw Dak Prescott, he was an under 500 quarterback. So I don't know what I'm getting from Dak Prescott. Am I getting 2023 Dak Prescott? Am I getting 2024 Dak Prescott? Like, what am I getting? I have no freaking idea. Was it just because it was a shamble of a roster last year and he just fell apart? Or
he's old. He's turns 32 next month. He's old.
Come on, man. It's a different era of quarterback, man.
I bet
these guys play into their 40s.
Dude, I'm hoping and I'm praying. Yeah, but guess what? The guys that play in their 40s, look at their bill of health and look at Shitstain's bill of health. It's two different bill of health.
Damn, shit.
Well, Dalton, let me give you some content on Cowboy Corner. On his show,
Corner hates Dak Prescott.
No, he doesn't hate him.
Dak.
He doesn't know Dak. That's what he's going to
right.
say.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. You go.
Like Dak Prescott, okay? So when you bring up quarterback play, he's not a fan of Dak Prescott. I'm a Dacker for life. If you're my starting quarterback, you're my man. Okay, so I'm gonna roll with the wheels fall off. That's just me. Okay, so but my question to you, Dalton. This is my question to you. All right, if you were in a room and you see these two quarterbacks and you see them just practicing on the field. Okay, one is Dak Prescott, one is Jalen Hurts. Okay, throwing the ball, which one would you choose?
That's a good question, because that's the thing too. Dak was a third round pick. Like I'm not a scout. Fourth, I'm sorry. And Jalen was a second, and obviously Jalen isn't. I'm not saying Jalen is the most athletic QB. He's not like Lamar Jackson, but he has that athleticism too to him. Don't get me wrong. He's in top 3 athleticism. If it was backyard football and it was athleticism, and I would like Dak's almost his regular season benefits him in this argument because he has way more success over the long term than Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts just has had a lot of success over a little bit of time. That's why we haven't shut the hell up about it. But if I was in a room, I mean, like, I'm not an NFL scout. But if you're telling me I didn't know any stats, I didn't see any scores, there was no history, and it was just two guys, and they threw a football, they ran, they did everything, I'd probably take Jalen Hurts, honestly, over Dak.
Now, I got one more question for because a lot of Philadelphia content creators have said this. The Cowboys does not deserve to play the Eagles game one. Okay.
Oh no.
And it pissed me off so bad. And I was like, why wouldn't you want the arch rivals playing each other right off of one of them winning the Super Bowl? Why wouldn't you want that? So do you believe, or do you in the thinking that the Cowboys don't deserve to play the Eagles in the first game? How do you feel about that?
I'll keep it quick because I want to hear your guys' answers too. But I think that the NFL was afraid of what they knew was coming. For you guys, it's all Philly week all summer long. For us, it's all Dallas week all summer long. So that tension and that rivalry is going to be there. That's why they never do us week one, because the off season, technically it's Dallas week all week long for us. I love that they gave us you guys week one, because there's nothing better than beating up on the Cowboys in the regular season. If that hopefully happens, I hope I don't have to eat my hat and eat my words. But the point is, there's nothing better than Eagles Cowboys in the regular season, and I'll agree with you guys on that. Like, even if we are 16-0 and you guys are 0-16, or vice versa, if you guys are 16-0 and we're 0-16, for you guys, same thing. There's nothing better than beating up on the Eagles for you guys. So it's just the ultimate NFL rivalry, I feel.
Okay, Corner got a difference of opinion. Come on, Mike. Mike, why are you holding back tonight? Why are you, of all people that never holds back? Is it like you just biting your tongue tonight? What's going on, Mike?
So, I hate to break homeboy's heart, but it's not a rivalry. The Eagles are not a Cowboys rivalry. We're 74-58 overall against those guys. That's an ass kicking. That's not a rivalry. The 49ers are a rivalry. The Cardinals, old school NFC East, is more of a rivalry than the Eagles to the Dallas Cowboys. The Eagles think the Eagle fans think that it's Eagles week for Cowboy. It's not. It's a game. Will it be a good game? Yes, because it's a divisional game. It's not a rivalry game. Don't get the two mixed up. It's a divisional game. Our job is to beat you twice. And Dak Prescott has done that many times. All right? So it's not a rivalry. As much as Eagle fans want it, and you're welcome, because of us, you get more eyes on that television. You eat more eyes because the Cowboy fans get to see that field. And week one, a lot of America will be able to see my Dallas Cowboys spoil that banner hanging for you.
Rue, what you think about? Do you think the Cowboys deserve to play the Eagles week one?
I don't give a shit what we deserve. We make the most money. We bring the most eyeballs on the screen.
Wait. If you make the most money, how did you not play a Super Bowl yet?
First of all,
we're working on it. We're working on it.
There's a thing called a cap. And I've got an owner that doesn't know where he is half the time anymore. So give me a freaking break, all right?
I won't discredit that.
And outside of that, his son does not want to spend. That motherfucker is hoarding money like he's gonna run out before his daddy passes away. He's holding on to every penny of that man's money. He refuses to spend $1. It is a crazy thing with Stephen Jones. Outside of that, man, this is the Dallas Cowboys. This is America's team. This is America's team. I've heard a lot of different people talk about a lot of different American. This is America's team. And what I mean by that, is exactly what I said. And this is how I know this is America's team, because I've heard a lot of replacements for America's team. I've heard about the St. Louis Rams when they were the greatest show on turf. I heard about, the Pittsburgh Steelers when they won a Super Bowl. I heard about when they won their 6th. I heard about the Patriots. All of you for years, 20 years, these motherfuckers reigned supreme over everyone. You told me they were America's team. Now none of you give a shit about them. No one cares about the Patriots outside of Boston. And then, of course, there's the occasional Eagles fan that I'll run into talking about we're the new America's team. You're not Pennsylvania's team. How could you be America's team when you're not even Pennsylvania's team? All I'm saying is we've been irrelevant for 30 years. Call it what you will. We've been irrelevant for 30 years. But if we're winning, if we're on the cusp of anything, best believe you me, your ticket prices in your city just went up if we came to town. Best believe you me, if we showed up for your playoff game, ticket prices just went up. Everybody's watching. We're just breaking records for the most views and the most eyeballs on the TV. It is what it is, people. Love it, hate it, want it, don't want it. Stop watching. Stop. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Just turn it off. Just turn it off. Don't watch it anymore. But it won't happen. It won't happen because they love watching us win. They love watching us lose. And this team is everywhere. The only rival to this is probably the Steelers. That's it.
What he's trying to say is you're welcome that you get to play us. You're welcome.
Hey, I'm grateful for it. It's like right there. I want it. It's teed up.
Hey, Kuiper as a old NFC East fan, team, the Cardinals. Dalton, this is Kuiper. He is our player personnel director of the Cowboy podcast.
Kuiper, it's very nice to meet you.
Cardinals fan.
And he's a Cardinals fan, but
I was going to say, shit, I have to blow the dust off of it to talk about when they were back in the NFC East.
My audio's not working. What the fuck?
All right. We can hear you. We can hear you, Carl.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh.
He can't hear us.
Oh, you can't hear us. Okay. Let us know when you can hear us, Kuiper. Okay. So
you can't hear that instructions.
Okay. But back to Dalton. Okay, Dalton, I love it, man, because they was playing a clip on TikTok today. I think the Commanders said they were a new America's team. I think the Eagles at y'all Super Bowl parade, y'all said y'all was the new America's team. And what's so damn funny is, everybody think the Cowboys gave themselves that name when a man from NFL Films who lives in Philadelphia named the Cowboys America's team. Does that eat in your craw, a Philadelphian?
I gotta gag on that.
A Philadelphian named them America's team. Now, it's just funny to me because nobody messes with the Eagles with the Fly Eagles Fly. Nobody messes with the Raiders with the Raider Nation. Nobody messes with the Chiefs with the Chiefs Kingdom. Nobody messes with the Seahawk with the 12th man, even though they stole that shit from A&M. So this is what bothers me. Why does that bother people that we have that moniker? Because that's all it is. It's just a moniker. Why does it bother people?
Doesn't bother me. It's like a WWE championship is the way I view it. Every time we get to beat you guys, we get that title for the week saying that we're America's team. We get to say it to you guys. I love Cowboys Corner Space because I know he's damn well heard it from us. For me, in my opinion, you get it for 1 week. And then if you guys beat us, I've definitely heard "Cry Eagles Cry" or "Die Seagulls Die." I've heard that from a lot of Cowboys fans too. Very many. He took off the glasses. I love this. Holy shit. But
you hadn't heard.
I wanted to say something too that Retrofit said. He said he's been through Patriots fans, Steelers, all this. You are not wrong, man. We are a once in a lifetime thing, but we are like Halley's Comet. We are gonna fucking boom when we come here. It's a dynasty, man. And that's why I'm so mad about the Madden title, is because it ruined it.
No, it's even Chiefs fans. And Chiefs fans are the easiest. You know how you can spot a fake Chiefs fan? You just look at a Chiefs fan and you tell them, you just straight up ask them, who was your quarterback before Alex Smith? And if they don't look at you with a straight face and go, which one, they're not a Chiefs fan. They're not a Chiefs fan. They don't know shit about that history. They have been through the mud. I know one real Chiefs fan. The dude is from Kansas. He is a Chiefs fan. That dude was cheering for them when all they had was Jamal Charles and some dudes back there. He has been a Chiefs fan for forever. He is the only real Chiefs fan that I know. I have not met a real Chiefs fan yet.
Yeah, I know one also. He had a Chiefs tattoo when I met him 25 years ago. Okay, he had a Chiefs tattoo.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and I was like, the Chiefs. I was like, okay. So, whenever we talk football, hey, I respect him because he's been there for a long time. So I'm excited, Dalton. I really am that we play y'all week 1. When I saw the schedule, I was like, I get to ruin a party. Oh my God. Can you imagine Eagle fans streaming at the sink, the link, the pink, whatever y'all fucking call that stadium? And the Cowboys beat y'all when y'all done hung y'all second banner. Dalton, how old are you? How old are you, Dalton?
I will be turning 27 this November. So
in my 20s, I was enjoying Super Bowls too. I was enjoying them.
Don't scare me now, dude. I know you had a Madden curse or some shit back in the day, I heard.
So I was enjoying them in my 20s also. So, but it's been a long time. I'm in my 50s now.
Well, you don't look it, sir. You don't look it.
Hey, it's funny. I love the team Eagle fans, right? I say before 2017, I didn't hear you speak. You were holding down the East. You couldn't say a word. All you would say is, "Oh, we you didn't sweep us this year." Oh, I'm sorry. We didn't get y'all this year. Sorry.
My bad.
Yeah, my bad. And then I heard a content creator on TikTok talk about why we playing them week 1? We swept them. You swept Cooper Rush.
Yeah, that wasn't the Cowboys. I don't know that we've only seen it 3 times, if that. Jalen Hurts versus Dak at full good health.
You're right. It's a rare game. It's a straight up rare game. It hasn't that game's only played. You're probably right. I think it is 3 times, maybe, if that.
Hey, corner. My wife say you look like you're brewing.
Look,
I think the home team has won every time. I think the home team has won every time they've actually played each other. I think.
I don't
I'm not
remember
100%
the time
sure
that
on that.
Hurts beat Dak.
I feel like 2 times for sure that I know they've played each other. One time we beat y'all at home, and then y'all beat us here, or y'all beat us in the link.
Now, Kuiper, can you hear us now, brother?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, all right. Now I got a question for you. I'm the same question I asked Dalton. Okay, about the quarterback comparison. I know you are player, personnel director, everything. If you had a choice and you would start your team, which quarterback would you choose, Dak or Jalen?
Honestly, it depends on my scheme. 100% on my scheme. Because if I'm a running gun team, I'm going to pick Jalen Hurts for sure. But if I'm going to be a passing scheme, it's more 70% passing, 30% running, I'm going to go with Dak Prescott because he is the better passer. His mechanics are way better than Jalen's. His pocket presence is better than Jalen's. So if I'm going to be completely honest, Dak is the better passer. But Jalen brings mobility to where a better mobility than Dak Prescott. It's just the running gun with Jalen's much better, but also Jalen's younger. So if I'm starting right now, Jalen kind of has a little edge to him with the youth.
Okay, corner look like he's about to explode again. Mike,
I think Kuiper. I don't know if he watched any Cowboy football games because if Dak was a better passer, we would have beat Tampa Bay. It would have been the other way around. Are you counting
historically?
Touchdowns
Dak is the better passer.
Are we counting the guy's footwork? Looks like it's a teenager learning at a summer camp. Dak has cinder block feet. The guy can't even pick up his feet. His footwork is garbage. He's mile-high shoelace, for crying out loud. You mean to tell me that Dak's a better passer?
This debate is cracking me up.
Are you seeing Jalen? I'm sorry.
I'm about to say, what are you even talking about, corner? You're
talking
talking like Jalen throws this beautiful ball or some shit. You're acting like that. Like, I know you don't like that, but are we going to be realistic about how he throws the ball at all? Like, are we just going to sit here and pretend like he doesn't have like a beautiful deep ball? Like, we're just going to pretend like that doesn't exist from Dak Prescott? We're just going to pretend like that doesn't exist.
Ball?
Like, you haven't seen that dude drop it in the bucket a number of times. Like, we're just going to pretend like that just isn't happening. That it's just a delusion.
Is that a Trump word? The most beautiful ball you've ever seen?
Right. Then yeah, I guess that's what we're doing.
That's
what we're doing today. That's what we're gonna do.
You just make that up. The most beautiful deep ball.
I'm not saying it's the most beautiful deep ball, but you're acting like he can't throw at all. Like you're just like sitting here acting like the man can't throw within 5 yards from his face.
You know what? Rue,
like,
I'll
really?
give you this.
This is what we're gonna do?
Rue, I'll give you this. I'll give you this, Rue. He's the best thrower to the other team.
I'll tell you what. I'll make you a bet right now. And I don't know what the number is, but I'm assuming it's somewhere along the lines of 4,500. If Dak Prescott, I'll take the over. We need to figure out what we're doing, because I'm assuming you're going to take the under since Dak Prescott can't throw 5 yards from his face. I've got the over on Dak Prescott this year.
Oh,
whatever his number is. I'll pull it up right now.
We're counting Deacon Dunk. We're counting Deacon Dunk because Deacon Dunk Dak is
like you're just acting like he just doesn't throw the ball downfield at all. You're acting like this man literally didn't finish in second in MVP voting in 2023. 2 seasons ago. It wasn't like an eternity ago. It was 2 years ago.
We're back to second to MVP. Hang the banner for that, Rue. Hang the banner for it.
But we're acting like it just didn't happen. Like, you're just acting like the dude's just a bum. Like, really? Dude's a bum?
You said the most beautiful deep ball.
Don't exaggerate. Don't exaggerate on what I said. Don't exaggerate. I said he had a nice deep ball. Don't exaggerate on what I said. Stop it. I've had my own criticisms on Dak Prescott on this show. You've heard it your damn self, but I'm not going to sit here and let you pretend that the man is like a toddler out here. But if you're asking me, I would take Kyler Murray over Jalen Hurts right now.
He had 8 interceptions in 8 games.
Dual athlete.
The last time we seen Dak, he had 8 interceptions in 8 games.
I'm not, and I literally
and
said maybe
more than
5 minutes
of them
ago
were in the red zone.
All right.
And guess what, Rue? He's only getting older.
I'm not saying it's
just
not one of those years.
This is because he got his 8-pack out there and he's throwing the ball, getting and happy. Doesn't mean it's going to look the same when he puts pads on.
You're telling me that this roster, the way it was constructed last year, was built to win
last
year. The way this roster was constructed last year was built to win. That's what you're telling me. This roster last season was built to win.
Well, you couldn't build to win because you couldn't score in the red zone because your quarterback kept throwing red zone interceptions.
Fuck out of here. What are you talking about? Are you talking about last year? Or are you talking about
Rico
3 years ago?
had 1,000 yards rushing and he played half the season. What are you talking about?
Did they use Rico Dowdle correctly? Tell me if they used Rico Dowdle correctly. Or are you just looking at the numbers and you're just fucking, he had 1,000 yards. So they used him correctly, right?
You didn't hear
Rico
me.
Dowdle correctly.
You didn't hear
last
me. I
season?
said he played half the season. I said that. You didn't hear that. Selective hearing.
Run blocking is so much different than the pass blocking.
So, and then on top of that, the defense had the 3rd most sacks last year in the league. So,
but they could have started running the same shit.
And guess what? They won 7 games with 3 quarterbacks starting last year. So, yes, 7 games is pretty good because we see what Matt Castle and Andy Dalton and Kellen Moore can do. But guess what? These 3 quarterbacks at least won 7 games. So, yeah, this team wasn't as trash as you think it was. It was trash because Dak Prescott knows how to tear off freaking meat off the bone.
Who won half those games?
I think it was Cooper Rush.
Okay, stop.
I think Cooper
the
Rush
other
won
half, yeah.
Games.
Who won the other half of the game? Who won the other half?
Okay, I answered
Who won the other half?
I answered your question.
Motherfucker. Who won the other half?
Now, Dalton, Cowboy Corner is a Cowboy fan.
He is.
He's a realistic football fan, too, and I respect that because I'm going to say this. Dak Prescott is not as bad as you guys think. Like, stop recording. You got to stop going live at this part, okay? Look, Dak Prescott, he's not as bad as you guys think that he is. He's a good. I am one to bash Dak, but you know what? You got to give Dak credit too, because Dak does have adversity. He stuck out the job and he's put up with Jerry Jones as an owner for that long. So you got to give credit where that's due, because that in his era of being a Cowboys QB, the organization is almost working against him, and he finds ways to win. So I do respect that, but I just don't think that the Cowboys have built that team yet. What do you think, Cowboys Corner?
He just came off 36 wins in 3 years, and he choked in 3 years straight in the playoffs. Tell me they haven't built a team
about that part, the playoffs.
He won 36 games. He's the only quarterback not to sniff an NFC championship game in 36 games.
That I can't defend.
I
can't defend
that. I mean, regular season, 12 wins, a regular season, 36 wins, 3 seasons. That's pretty damn good. But when you bring up the postseason,
not to reach an NFC championship game with that resume.
All I'm gonna say, Mike McCarthy had Aaron Rodgers for how long, and he only did it one time.
But hey, guess what? He did it one time. We're still waiting on the one time.
It was Aaron Rodgers, man.
It was Aaron Rodgers, though.
He better have fucking got in there at least once.
That's a first round pick.
And I just seen Aaron Rodgers outside of Green Bay. Newsflash, he wasn't pretty.
He's old as fuck.
Come on, man. He like 40.
Now, Mike, before we had this whole conversation, you were saying how much a team game it is, about Barkley. If it wasn't for Barkley, the Eagles wouldn't win, right? Okay. So those 36 wins the Cowboys had with Dak Prescott, and you said that he got them there, but he didn't get to the championship game. But my whole thing is that he give up 28 points in the first quarter to Green Bay. Did Dak Prescott give up 28?
Yes, he did. So, I'll tell you how. Let me know when I can tell you how.
He never played one snap. He never played one snap of defense, just like Tony Romo never played one snap of defense. None of these quarterbacks play a snap of defense. But you want to call it a team game until they lose a big game. Then it's the quarterback fault. No, it can't. You can't have it both ways. It's either a team game or it's the quarterback's game. That's all I'm saying.
No, check this out.
Okay, I'm gonna check.
Jalen had Saquon Barkley. Jalen used the weapons around him to the best of his ability to go out there and win. Saquon Barkley only had 54 yards in that Super Bowl, which means Jalen Hurts had to go compete, and he did compete, and he didn't choke. When you look at the Green Bay Packer game, the defense gave up a fake holding call, and they got an automatic first down on that first drive, and they went down there and scored. The first drive from the Cowboys, Dak Prescott went 3 and out. Didn't even try to match energy. Didn't try to do anything. The defense gets the ball. The defense stops them. Dak Prescott in his second series goes out there, and what does he do? He throws an interception on the 25. So guess what? The defense has to march their happy ass out there, and then they have to go stop 25 yards on an offense that just scored. So they got a little bit of momentum. Then what happens the next drive? 3 and out. Then what happens on the next drive with the Cowboys? Pick 6. Next thing you know, it's 27-0 because Dak Prescott didn't have the freaking balls to get his team together and go score. So whenever you look at the team, the team of it all, the quarterback folded like a cheap lawn chair. He wrinkled up like a cheap suit, and he had no fighting in him. None.
So,
zero.
Once again, 3 and out is all on the quarterback, ain't it? It's all on the quarterback. 3 and out, I can give you the interception, okay? But when you say 3 and out, it could be a combination of things. He may have threw the perfect pass and the wide receiver ran the wrong route. He could have had perfect blocking and the running back cut the wrong hole. I mean, when you just say it's the quarterback got them to go 3 and out, and then we all blame Mike McCarthy for the poorest coaching job he ever did in his life against Green Bay. Did we not? We did. But you want to blame that whole loss on Dak Prescott, and I think it's unfair and it's not true.
So Mike McCarthy threw the 2 picks and one for a pick 6.
You come on.
Dude,
I can't give you nothing on that Green Bay game. That Green Bay game is still haunts me. But
he looked like he was in junior high playing Pee-wee ball. He was all sweaty.
I can't defend him. I can't defend him on the playoff stuff.
Lost.
I can't.
And guess what? Can't. And you know what makes it worse, big fella? And you have to admit this. We were 16-0 at that stadium. 16-0. And guess what happened?
Lost to the youngest team since the merger. We've done this already.
Guess what happened last year? We had debates about the sun being in people's faces at AT&T Stadium after we were just coming off 16-0 in that damn stadium. Now the sun's a factor. Remember that conversation last year?
It's been a conversation for years. Come on, that's not new. Don't pretend like that's new. We've been complaining. We've been complaining about those curtains.
I haven't been
since that fucking stadium was built.
I
don't know what you're talking about.
I've been playing football outside my whole life. The sun is in the same spot.
No.
Depending on what type of day.
No. 3:30 game in that building, when it's piercing through the side of that building, it's a pain in the ass, and you know it.
No, it ain't. It's a pain on the eyes.
You've been seeing it for years. You've been seeing it for years. Like, are we just going to live in denial about everything now? That's not a thing.
I got a love for Mike, okay? Because he's a Cowboy fan. I hate him because he don't like Dak. I love him because he's a Cowboy fan. So I have a love, hate, love for him. And it all balances out. Hey, during the season, Dalton, me and Mike will be on the phone for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. And we talking Cowboys football. And we'll go back and the reason I love Mike, let me tell you why I love Mike. Because a lot of Cowboy fans sometimes they have, I call ESPN tunnel vision. They can't watch games for themselves. They watch highlights. They never seen a snap of the whole game, and then they want to offer an opinion at work at the water cooler. Did you watch it? Did you watch it? As us, y'all know, everybody on this show are diehard football fans. Okay, we watch every snap preseason. We watch every snap regular season. Every playoffs. That's what we do, right? So when you go and you actually get somebody who loves your team too, but also have a different opinion, it do make you say, let me think about it that way. And that's why I love Mike. That's why I love Rue. Me and Rue met on TikTok because we was arguing over who?
Zeke Elliott.
No, we was arguing over Dak. Remember
That's a regular occurrence for you guys.
Oh yeah. Me and Rue, we agree more than we disagree.
We do agree more than we disagree.
I get it.
But I'm not gonna let you sit here and tell me that man's a bum. He's not a bum. He folds under pressure, maybe, but he's not a bum.
There's no maybe. And you know what's so crazy? I looked this up the other day. He has like 21 playoff wins. Or not playoff wins, sorry. Comeback wins. Dak Prescott has 21 comeback wins. 14 of those came in the first 3 years. You know who we had at running back? Prime Zeke. He has 9. He has 9 in the last 5 years. Miss me with the whole 21 comeback wins. That's a bull crap narrative. I went back and I looked at it. He has 9 in the last 5 years. Not very good.
And going off of that, Chris, one thing I wanted to say too, I have a love-hate relationship with Mike already. I love him because he's respectful. I love him because he's smart, but I hate him because he's a Cowboys fan. Like,
hold on. I'm doing something wrong. Let me sing this song for you. You ready? And Rue, chime in when you know you got to chime in.
Oh shit!
I love it.
On the road to misery. You ready? F-U-C-K.
Fuck you, Eagles.
You broke that one out the other day.
Oh my god. He said F-U-C-K.
Cowboy Beat, I see you in the comments, bro. You can jump in if you want.
I gotta head out.
Hey.
That was the thing I was
All
gonna
right, brother.
say because I've been on here for a little bit. I promised my girl we would go get some ice cream, and she's like, "Hey, it's 10 o'clock. The place just closed." So Mickey
It's
D's
so
it
funny.
is.
I gotta go. I promised my family ice cream too, so that's pretty funny.
I gotta give
hey,
you a
bro.
follow, Cowboys Corner. It was a pleasure meeting you. Retrofit. I know we hit you up on TikTok, but I gotta follow you on IG. Kuiper, same thing to you. I'm gonna give you a follow on IG. It was a pleasure meeting you guys. Thank you
Yeah,
for
man.
letting me be your villain tonight. I appreciate y'all. I didn't mean to bring all the tension to the show like that.
Oh no, this is regular.
Nah,
F-U-C-K. Fuck those Eagles.
Eagles.
All right,
I'll see you
Dalton.
guys later.
I still like got beef with them, man. Like I said, we whoop them.
Hey, man.
Hey,
this
all Chris is doing right now is reminding everyone that it's been how many days since Ohio State beat Michigan?
oh, let's see, 2,045 days since Ohio State beat Michigan.
The last time we was in Columbus, on your forehead, son. August
How many days
30th.
has it been since
August
we drafted
30th.
a good Michigan player?
Hey, watch your tone.
I want to know that. When's the last time we
Jordan,
drafted a good
Jordan,
Michigan
Jordan
player?
Lewis. So Jordan Lewis wasn't a good player.
How many
Jordan
days? How many
Lewis
days
is a
was
great
that?
player.
That's the question. How many days has it been since we drafted a good Michigan player?
I don't keep up with that, brother. Come on.
I think
man.
it's been like 10,000 days.
Hey, man, I told you. Don't talk about my blue. Okay. Don't talk about the blue. Anyway, Rue had a good subject today. Corner, how much longer you got, Corner?
I can do this last segment here.
All right. Let me bring this up because we had some things we wanted to talk about. Let's see if I got it. Give me a second, guys.
Hey, that's a cool guy. Dalton, thanks for coming on, brother. Good
Man,
meeting
oh
you.
yeah, man. I forgot, man. Y'all can follow Dalton at 302 Birds on Instagram, TikTok, also Facebook. Also, man, they're a good group
That
of
whole
guys.
group, they're good people.
You'll love them, man. They are funny.
He's an Eagles fan. I don't know about the word love.
No, but they're funny though, bro. Like some of
Just
their
because it's
shit, I
brotherly
can't
love
lie, bro.
doesn't
Some of
mean-
their shit is funny. I be laughing, bro. I see some of that shit, I start laughing. I'm like, damn, that's funny, bro.
There's not a lot to love about Eagles. There's not a lot to love about Philadelphia. That's just trash.
I'm not mad. It is what it is. If it's funny, it's funny. I don't care who they're talking about.
So this is the top 10 easiest schedules.
Damn, look who's down there on the bottom of that list.
Oh, they're still gonna go under 500.
Easiest schedule, right? Okay. We got the hated punk ass, trick ass New Orleans Saints, the hated Atlanta Falcons, the Chicago Bears, the hated Prairie Kittens of Carolina.
Those Panthers.
Oh, triple fuck the Packers. Oh, the Vikings, the hated Buccaneers, the hated Prairie Kittens from Detroit. Oh, those hoe ass, bitch ass, trick ass Niners, and our lovely Cardinals got the 10th easiest schedule of the season. So Kuiper, y'all have no excuse this year, right?
Shit.
Y'all don't have any.
Really though, is it a make or break year for Kyler Murray for you this year?
Yeah,
As your quarterback.
100%, 1,000%, 1,000%.
That long?
Well, the thing is, it's a rebuild. We've been rebuilding for fucking. This is our third year into it now. So the first 2 years, I can't tell him shit. He was injured. They didn't even play the full first year. The second year, he came back. He was all right. Still a fucking midseason collapse. Fuck. And then this is his third year into the system. But as much as it was a second year collapse last year, or second half of the season collapse, Drew Petzing is still the fucking worst offensive coordinator I've ever seen in my life.
The moment he wore a crop top like that to practice is the moment I would have asked for his release.
Hey, this is my only question though. So, what is a successful season as an Arizona Cardinals fan? What is a successful season for you?
2 wins.
The playoffs. To make the playoffs, and it maybe even a win. That to me is the successful season.
Make the playoffs, possibly win a playoff game.
Yes, 100%. Everybody forgets, man. We were a 9-win team last year, but only in 2
You
games.
were 1 game away.
We not in it.
You were 1 game away. If you win your last game last year, I think you were in the playoffs.
The only reason why we didn't make the playoffs was because we got swept by Seattle.
Yeah.
That's really it. But at the same time, like the whole team fucking sucked ass against Seattle. It wasn't just Kyler. The whole team was blown up by Seattle.
Right. All right. Now this is the middle of the pack. Got the Titans, the Texans, the Bengals, the Colts, the Ravens, the Browns, the Rams, the Seahawks, Jags, and Bills. But look at who got the toughest schedule. This is the toughest. Okay. The Dolphins, the Jets, the hated punk ass trick ass Raiders, the Chargers, the Patriots, the Broncos, the Indians, the Dallas Cowboys, the hated New York Giants, the hated punk ass trick ass Philadelphia Eagles, and the hated punk ass trick ass Commanders.
Love it.
And the hated, triple hated Pittsburgh Steelers. So
Fuck you, Steelers.
the Cowboys got some work to do this season, y'all. They got they're the 5th hardest schedule in the NFL.
Hey, you guys play the North in the NFC and the West in the AFC.
Yes. So that's hey, the Cowboys got to get off to a good start because their gauntlet, man. Those last 6 games of the season, they'll be in the playoffs from Thanksgiving to the end of the season. They're in the playoffs. They are. So
that first half of the year, they need to be sitting pretty. Like you can't have more than 1 or 2 losses, really. Through the until the bye week, like they can't have more than 2. It's gonna be because that stretch is a real stretch towards the end.
Corner, what you think about them having the 5th toughest schedule this year?
So if I seen your chart right, Cowboys technically in the NFC.
You want me to bring it back up? You want me to bring it back up?
Yeah, bring that back. So technically, looking at that in the NFC East alone, the Cowboys are the number 1 easiest or the number 1 lightest.
In the NFC, they see
Commanders have the toughest schedule, followed by the Eagles, then the Giants, then us. We have the easiest.
So to Rue's logic that we were debating on earlier, Cowboys should win the NFC East according to this because we have the 4th least toughest schedule in the NFC East. Is that correct?
I mean, they're within a 1,000th of a point of
percentages.
each other.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. We have the easiest schedule in the NFC East.
Why is that my logic again?
Because Dak Prescott is the GOAT of GOATs.
I don't know how that makes that. I don't know
he
how
throws
that
the
makes
most
that.
beautiful deep ball.
That is ridiculous.
I'm
That's not what I said.
All passes. I'm gonna send it to you. So I love Mr. Facetious himself.
What do you mean?
This is all percentage points. I mean, literally percentage points that separate the Cowboys, Eagles, and Commanders. I mean, basically, we play the same exact people. It's the same fucking schedule. It could be one team off, I believe.
But you know the difference, big fella? You know the big difference?
Our
quarterback throws the most beautiful deep ball.
He does. And number three will catch every one of them. Okay.
Hey, I'm on board with that. Matter of fact, let me show you. Let me move my widget out of the way.
Yeah, Pickens was number 3, y'all. Did he give any reason why he finally chose a number and settled on number 3, guys?
No.
Did he give any reason?
Dante Fowler has number 3 too. So I don't. One of them ain't going to be wearing number 3 in week 1.
Dante Fowler went to 13.
Oh, he went to 13.
Correct.
Oh.
That's such a weird number 3 though.
Now, Brandon Cooks wore it. It's simple for Cowboy fans. We just got to know that
GP3.
it's
GP3.
Yeah, I like that. We just got to know that it's Pickens and not Cooks.
And we already know Overshown is going to Agent Zero, which I love. He should have had it when he came out of college.
I'm not a big fan of these jersey numbers. I'm a traditional guy. I don't like my linebackers wearing 14. I don't like my linebackers wearing 0. I think it's stupid. They should have never made that rule. I think it's dumb.
For skill positions, I get it. But if you're a fucking lineman or a linebacker, tight end, running back,
50s and 70s, that's all you should be wearing.
But can you imagine Michael Parsons wearing anything other than 11?
Yeah, I can picture him wearing freaking 50 or 52 or 55 or something because he's a linebacker.
Only number he would look right in other than 11 is 94. That's the only other number.
I don't think it's that big a deal.
I like that. That gets me excited.
But what's the name was wearing it?
Marshawn
Nealon is wearing it now.
Hey, guys, thanks for having me. Thanks for sharing the
All
link.
Later, brother. We'll talk to you later.
Peace.
Right. So also they said Mr. Milton is showing out in OTAs. I like how you were shaking your head, Kuiper, because that's how I feel. Tell me,
of course he's gonna be a fucking stud athlete. That's all he was. All he is. It's a fucking stud athlete. That's it.
That just made me laugh because in my mind, I'm like, that's what Chris said when he showed up at Michigan. All excited, like, damn, look at that. He can throw the shit out of the ball. He can throw a yard, boy. Like, holy shit, look at this guy.
When he came, I've said
saw him play, you were like, whoa, what happened?
I said it over and over too, man. When he came to Michigan, I thought we had the next the next Carolina quarterback,
Cam Newton.
I thought we had the next Cam Newton. Okay, because he's big, strong arm, Man, he got on the field. I was like, if you don't get this trash off of my field right away. When he transferred to Tennessee, they gave him the starting job. They promptly put his ass on the bench. Promptly. And then all of a sudden, he wins one game. He wins one game in the NFL, the last game of the season. Everybody think he's a fucking stud. He's not, guys. He is not. I rather would have Cooper Rush times 2. I don't want him. I don't like him. Y'all gonna be so disappointed if he ever has to play this season. You guys are gonna be so. If Milton gets on the field, it's gonna be a bad day in Cowboy land. It's like deja vu.
I hope it's not. Honestly, I hope it's not. I hope that he has enough help around him.
Yeah,
they can carry him through it, and he just don't have to make mistakes. Like, just don't make mistakes. That's your only job as the backup anyway. Just don't mess it up.
I don't think he can do it though. I don't know.
You saying that because he can't throw 5 yards from his face.
but you can throw the ball 80 yards, but you can't throw the ball 5 yards.
Maybe he learned. Maybe he figured it out. I don't know.
Anyway, let's get
it's the underwear Olympics, man. This is what we get in the underwear Olympics.
Of course, Micah wasn't in OTAs. I don't care. I honestly don't care. I think he'll be there when it's important. When it's time to go to training camp or whatever, I think Micah will be there. He's not going to hold out because the Cowboys are going to pay him. He is going to be the highest paid defensive player of all time. We know this. This is coming. I think the Cowboys, the longer they procrastinate, the higher the number goes. I think they should have did this. I think they should have signed him before Osa, even though I love the signing of Osa. I just think they should have got the most important person signed first. And the most important person on the Cowboys, other than Dak Prescott, is number 11. Okay. When I was on the trade Micah train, I can admit it. Dallas Cowboy Chris was on the trade Micah Parsons trade. And you know what changed my mind? When he came back from injury last season, and this dude played like his hair was on fire every play because he truly believed that the Cowboys could make the playoffs. And he backed up everything he said. And ever since then, I have been off the Micah train. I'm on full board. Never get rid of this kid ever. We hate that he talks too much. We hate it. Okay. I do. I'm not gonna lie. But you cannot deny the play on the field. Okay. Micah Parsons' play on the field is the elite of the elite. Every team in the NFL wish they had a number 11 rushing the passer. Rue, what you think about Micah not being there at OTAs?
I mean, first of all, everything right now is voluntary anyway. So there's that. And then, it's Micah. He hadn't gotten paid. I'm not showing up if I'm him either. It just kind of is what it is at this point. And with how they deal with this, we all know that it's coming. I mean, I'm assuming that it's coming. I'm assuming they're going to do what they've always done. And this is, I've said this from the beginning. This is starting to look a little bit like deja vu because I've got my highest paid receiver, my highest paid quarterback, my highest paid D end, and that's what it's going to be. The trade thing, we all entertained it. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like we didn't all think about, man, if we could get like a haul, if we could just get something, something ridiculous. Why not? But they're not giving up all the wood like they were back then, I guess. I mean, you're just not going to see you're not going to see that kind of mentality anymore for one single solitary player at this point in the league. Everybody's with the analytics and just building an entire roster and everything else. So with what we're at with Micah, it's just like, man, I feel like I guess maybe it's only a matter of time because now it's June, right? Like we're getting to that point where, different thing, cap hits, timing. So hopefully it's right around the corner. We just see him kind of come into his own, and really it's going to be, it's not like we're going to see him in the preseason anyway. No. I'm going to be looking at Sam Williams, Marshawn Nealon, the Peyton Turner. I'm going to be looking at
the new kid,
Donovan Izaraku.
Yes.
And even the one that we got later. I'm trying to think of his name. I can't now. But we've got some guys who are needing to fill a spot across the way from him too. So let's see how that turns out.
Now everybody say hi to mommy. Hi, mommy.
Hello.
Kaiba, do you care that Micah's not there?
No, not really. The only reason why I would care is because to me, Micah needs to become a leader. And, a lot of times the leaders are the ones that are there at OTAs. That's the only thing that would really worry me. But at the same time, everybody gets why he's up. Come on, man. The dude's doing his podcast right now or some shit like that. That's just Micah. That's Micah. So you wouldn't expect him to be there. And the contract. So it's double whammy. You're just like, of course he's not there. Of course.
Right. Of course he's not. All right. And last subject for the night, man. Our head coach, Mr. Schottenheimer, a.k.a. Shotty. And every time I say Shotty, that's what we call my grandson, Shotty. And every time I hear Shotty, I'm like, why do they keep talking about a shot? But we're talking about our coach, Schottenheimer. Man, he's really making a concerted effort to change the culture for the Cowboys this offseason. And man, I'm getting on board. I didn't like the hire at first. Everybody know I made the long video about it. I didn't like it. But this is who we got now. We got Shotty, and Shotty is actually, to me, actually trying to show Cowboy fans this is going to be a different team this year. It's not going to be status quo anymore. We are going to change the culture here. He's changed lockers. They having some kind of competition all the time at the Star now. You know, the ping pong tables and all other kind of things they got in locker rooms because he want guys to compete. So is to me, he's telling me everybody on this team, you're gonna have to fight for a roster. Maybe this coaching staff won't play favorites. The best will be on the field. Rue, what you think?
I mean, it remains to be seen. I want to see it produced on the field. I want to see them get through a game and somebody go knock on Jerry's door, like we've seen in the past, and it's just rejected and turned away. With what you're getting with Shotty, man, I'm excited because it does feel like a whole new kind of roster. It does feel like a whole new kind of team in terms of the structure of who's making the decisions and who's going to be doing the play calling for this team. Because he didn't hire just a bunch of buddies like what we saw with Mike McCarthy. He went and hired some real coaches. He went and hired some people that are going to be able to challenge him in certain spots, and he went and put some people in some places where it's like, damn, we got some people making some decisions that are going to put some people in the right places. So I'm happy about obviously with the offensive coordinator, with Matt Eberflus on the defense, it's gonna be a nice little scheme. What's really cool is he's kind of getting a lot of new pieces too. There's a lot of young people on this team. It's Dak Prescott and kind of everybody else. Because, CD, yes, he's a vet, but it's only been a few years, just signed his first deal. And you've got that piece solidified. And then you pick up a guy like George Pickens, another young guy. You have an offensive line that is very young, going to be molded into a complete offensive unit this season. From your tight ends who are also very young, like he's getting a young roster that he gets to mold and put together. And it just feels like he's waited 20 years for this opportunity, and it kind of fell into it. He fell into a position where he might be able to pop this year. Like, he's one of my favorite bets for Coach of the Year. Dak Prescott's one of my favorite bets for Comeback Player of the Year. Like, there's things about this team that feel like it could pop, and there's not going to be anything anybody can say because it's always you can't do it against the best of the best. Well, I play the best of the best all year. Let's see how we do.
Yeah. Kuiper, how do you feel about Shotty culture change with the Cowboys?
Well, there had to be one. There had to be a complete fucking 360 change in the culture. Because to me, the Mike McCarthy era, he was soft. That offense and the way he coached was soft. Now you're bringing in physicality. That to me, that's what he's preaching as a head coach for Shotty is physicality. Getting the run game back together. Eberflus, his defenses never are soft. Okay. So to me, the culture change needed to happen. He's going from the pass first Mike McCarthy system to finally a fucking run game. Something that Dak Prescott thrives on. So it needed to happen, and thankfully he saw that and is actually bringing it. But again, he needs to prove that he can be the one to deliver on this promise.
Yep. All right. Well, man, thanks for my man Dalton from 302 Birds joining us. I always thank Cowboy Corner with his militant ass from joining us. And all the guys, man, from Cowboy Corner Show that joined us, man. Brando, appreciate you, man. I know you is mod, man. Appreciate you joining us too, man. Sticking in there. Love that you hanging in there, bro. Hey, man, if y'all hadn't got a chance to like and subscribe here on the Cowboy Up podcast, man, we would greatly appreciate that, man. Trying to get a little more content out there, man. So we're gonna start, man, with our final thoughts. Rue, man, give me your final thoughts, man. StreamYard will not let me solo you any something that's going on. So go ahead, give me your final thoughts, Rue.
Man. What is it? 93 days. We're 93 days away from kickoff. And it is a whole new energy with this team, and that's what's really exciting about this team right now. I think that's kind of what's got me pumped up more than anything. Is I feel like there's a lot of youth, and there's a lot of cool pieces and a lot of good places, and hopefully, they give us what we come for every single year, and they give us a competitive roster. I don't know if you're gonna get a true competitive Super Bowl run this year, but if you get playoff win, get into a spot, I feel good about our chances against anybody, especially on this side of the bracket. So I'm just hoping everybody stays healthy, and it's looking like it could be one of those situations where you see a lot of young guys pop in and take over their spots, because everybody's poised in a lot of different spots to do that for this team. And it's going to be exciting to see it here very soon.
All right. Cowboy, man, give me your final thoughts, brother.
My final thought comes from the Seattle Seahawks camp. Jalen Milroe reportedly struggled on his first on-field impression as the QB fucking 3. Missing receivers left and right, overthrowing by 3+ yards in the red zone, and throwing picks. It is clear that his fundamentals still have a long way to go. And just weeks earlier, these motherfuckers were saying that he's the next big thing, that all of his mechanics are really way better than everybody thought, and now they're flipping on that shit. Fuck you, Seattle. He was always a bum, and he's just like Joe Milton. Thank God that you guys are the ones that drafted him.
Damn.
That was how you really feel?
I hate those motherfuckers, man.
Oh,
damn.
Man.
Bye.
Hey, I love.
He's gone.
I love when Kuiper got a hot sports opinion about something, because he will let you know.
Kuiper, I'm telling you right now, there's a few of these that we got to hold on to. I'm curious. I'm curious what happens with a couple of them. I am curious what happens with a couple. But I think I agree with you on pretty much all of them, though. That's what's really messed up. I don't know if there's one that you've said.
Only one I don't agree with, and I still think you got to give Shador a chance.
He shouldn't have been a 5th round pick.
He shouldn't have been a
fifth round is crazy.
You gotta admit that, though, Kuiper. He shouldn't have been a 5th round pick.
A 5th round? I thought 3rd round, honestly.
I give you that. Yeah, but 5th.
And even I wouldn't have been mad if you took him in the late 2nd. Like if you took a shot and to take Dylan Gabriel in front of him, it just shows your incompetence as an organization.
Milroe went before him, bro.
But not from the same team, though. You have Dylan Gabriel you took in the 3rd round, and then you turn around and you take him in the 5th, Shador in the 5th. Why? Why
they
would
say,
you do that?
Might as well. We already took a fucking short QB, shorter than Kyler Murray, shorter than Bryce Young.
You know what killed me too? If I'm Shador, bro, if I waited all that time, I'm a day 3 guy. I still ended up in fucking Cleveland, Ohio. I'd be fucking hot, dude. I'd be like, son of a bitch. Really?
That is a slap in the face, huh?
That is just brutal, man. Like, of all places, I ended up in Cleveland, Ohio. Like,
look, man, my final thoughts is this. Football is getting closer. It's getting closer, and I can't wait. I cannot. I love ball. I love football. I love it, and they can't get here fast enough. So, hey, man, appreciate everybody for joining us and everything, man. Y'all know what the big fella always say. Dallas Cowboys for life.
Puro pinche Cowboys.
We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Yeah, let me give a big shout out to Sports Second News Bro in the building. Always
WWE.
Ivan Sosa in the building.
You see him? You see him?
The loyalist. We got Cowboy Beat in the building.
The great Cowboy Beat.
Yeah, what's up, Sulema? Big shout out, man. Big shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all joining. We only growing, guys. We only growing. It's gonna get bigger. Excited.
Hey, did you see he got retrofit right in the introduction?
I see it.
Hey man, hey, man.
All these videos, dancing.
Hold on, player. Sometimes I screw up, player. You know, hey man.
Players fuck up.
Hey, yeah,
Players
man.
fuck up sometimes.
Yeah. First day of pass. Say, man, you know, we all played, man. It's just something about that first day. Ain't nothing like it. It is nothing like it, man. Because now to me,
Tomorrow tells the truth. Today was the truth, but tomorrow tells the truth.
Let me tell you about I'm sick of this shit, man. I'm sick of this shit, man. You know, I know we all co-hosts, but you know, I like to have a little quick monologue before we get into a subject. You know, your ass always got to spread shit and eating wings and
Motherfucker sprint.
Calm down.
I haven't sprinted in 5 years.
Calm down, Mikey.
Sprinted in 5 years.
Calm down, Mikey.
What you sprinting right now?
Yeah, we got a long show. We can go as long as you want to, man. So 21, what you got for Brock today, man?
Pleasure to meet you, Brock. I appreciate the love on TikTok, man. Shout out to Brock, man. Welcome to the show. So hey, I got the hard hitting questions, so I got the controversial.
Yeah. You come out with that Whataburger in and out, right?
We kind of keep it light, but big fella, I gotta hit him with Walter Cronkite stuff here.
Okay.
Drake or Kendrick?
See, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have never really grew up liking Kendrick like that, right? I've always been a big Drake fan, so I'm gonna say Drake, but not like us. Like I was telling Terrence the other day, because Terrence is a huge Kendrick fan. I was like, not like us has me feel like a certain way, because I'm like sitting there like vibing to that song, but it's like this is Drake, you know, and I'm a Drake fan over Kendrick any day. So that's about the only Kendrick song I like. Yeah.
And remember, like, subscribe. You know, don't forget to like. Don't forget to like. You know, if you love us, tell your friends about us. Like.